Welcome back, Standing on Sports, episode 8. Sean, how you doing? We just had the first round of the mock draft. Pretty crazy.
The actual draft, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week in life in general.
Oh, in life,
I meant you more than
yeah,
anything.
that's true.
Tell the fans at home what happened.
Yeah, I'm engaged now. I'm like a real dude now. I'm like that, I guess.
He is no longer on the market, ladies. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been for a while.
He hasn't been for years.
But
so.
not officially. I'm
Yeah.
not yeah. So yeah, dude.
That is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then we got finals this week as well.
Yeah.
We got
super exciting stuff though. I'm super happy.
yeah.
And yeah, finals. We're almost done. We only have one. Oh, you have 2 left. That's
I got
tough.
2. Well, it's not really I'm not
Yeah.
worried.
Dude, when we graduate.
Yeah, we graduate next Saturday.
Yeah, and you go to Europe in less than 2 weeks.
Yep.
That's crazy. And then I'll be there a little later,
Standing on Europe.
standing on Europe.
Yeah.
Stay posted. Stay tuned.
Posted. Standing on graduation.
Standing on graduation. A lot of standing.
We stand.
Standing on engagement.
Wow. Standing on bachelor party.
You never
Standing
know.
on. Should we just get into the topics?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, let's stand on the draft. All right. Yeah, I think
That draft.
I say we start with the NFL. Yeah.
That draft. So
Dude, there's a few records broken.
only round 1. This is only round 1. We'll have a round 2 and round 3 later. We'll film that
for
later.
sure. And later picks, but only if there's something cool.
Yeah. Or if they're South Carolina and North Carolina boys
yeah.
get drafted.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, wait, so first off, two records. It was the longest streak of there being just offensive players drafted.
And I have an issue.
And-
I have such an issue.
That's crazy though. I mean, this draft was stacked though.
No, it was, but I don't know. We'll get into it in a minute.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
whole-
And then of course 6 quarterbacks in the first 12 picks is crazy.
That's
Especially
my
'cause,
biggest issue.
I think that is kind of crazy. I think the only reason why that happened though is because the Broncos drafting Bo Nix at 12 and JJ McCarthy at 10 and Michael Penix. I feel like those teams kind of just kept following each other. It was that guy. If the Broncos didn't pick Bo Nix, I think the Raiders may.
No,
have,
and I think that's the thing. I think because obviously these GMs and teams know a lot more than what the public hears about who's going to draft who. I think the Raiders were really wanting a quarterback, and these teams were we got to jump, we got to do it. And so when the first domino fell at 8,
yeah, it's crazy.
Michael Penix to Falcons is probably, I'm going to say it, the worst draft pick of the first round. I think he's a great quarterback. I think he'll be great. But one to the Falcons when you just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4 or 5 year deal.
Yeah, it's definitely.
He'll be 28 by the time he starts.
It's definitely the most questionable pick because like you said, they just paid Kirk Cousins $100 million for a 4-year deal, and he's 36 in himself. So it's either way, in a way you're wasting.
You're wasting.
You're wasting the beginning of Michael Penix's career, or
the
wasting
end
end of Kirk Cousins' career.
Plus 100
yeah.
million.
And I get it, Kirk Cousins is coming from Achilles tear.
But Michael
also,
Penix tore his ACL twice, so
Yeah.
it's not even he's.
It's
they're both not healthy.
It's just it's weird. I feel if Kirk Cousins wasn't that good, if he ends up not recovering well, then y'all are just going to be really bad. Then you can draft a QB next year, with a better pick. Or if he's really good, then you have him for 4 years and draft another QB down the line. I just think.
I think it was one of those. It was the start of many head scratchers.
It's low key. They're doing what the Packers did with Jordan Love a few years ago, where it was Jordan Love was picked Jordan Love was at least picked 26th and not 8th in the draft. But it's they were preparing way too far in advance, and it worked out for Jordan Love and the Packers. But it's also
But he also, I don't know. You learn behind Aaron Rodgers is very different than Kirk Cousins. I love Kirk Cousins.
I mean, yeah.
But I feel like Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
You're not wrong.
He's definitely top 15.
That's true. All right, so that's questionable with the Falcons. Let's look at some of the earlier picks though. We got off on a little tangent, but
so it was just such a prominent thing.
Yeah, it was.
That happened.
I remember I was watching on my phone while I was driving. No, I wasn't. Not while I was driving. I was at a stoplight.
We don't support that.
It was just down the corner, But anyways, yeah, Caleb Williams, number 1. That was pretty self-explanatory. I mean, that was pretty given. I think at this point, it's kind of a thing where like if the Bears don't do well, it's not. I mean, Caleb Williams has so much to live up to, but also like that coach Eberflus, I think is his name, like
Something.
his last name. Like,
Yeah.
if they don't do well, he's getting fired because they're stacked now. They had because they got Caleb Williams at 1, and they got Rome Odunze. who, like,
Rome Odunze is going to learn behind Keenan Allen and DJ Moore.
and people are comparing him to Jamar Chase.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't know about either.
But I
that's his
think
comparison.
you learning behind those two great wide receivers, like, give him like a couple years. Like one, I don't foresee Keenan Allen being there for too long.
I could see like maybe a year or two.
Yeah. So I think once he's gone, DJ Moore and Rome will be great.
That's like Caleb Williams is going to such a good situation.
He's going to one of the better situations.
Like probably ever of like he's definitely in the best situation I think as rookie QB this year, which is crazy for a number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Like the next pick, Jaden Daniels. I also think he's going to a decent situation.
That's a good situation with Eckler.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin,
Terry.
Scary Terry. You got Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, Naomi Brown.
Their offensive line.
Their offensive line, they need
It's
to.
bad.
They have 2 picks in the second round.
They got
They
stack up.
need 2 offensive tackles.
Yeah.
Well, they also need a defense.
I could
'cause they
see like
suck.
I feel like they're not as far behind as the Panthers were, but also like this is like what happened to the Panthers last year with Bryce Young, where it was like you draft Bryce Young, you do give him a few weapons, but like you have the worst offensive line in the NFL. But now
Yeah.
like they've rebuilt it where hopefully he's good. But I think Jane like
And he's also a mobile.
but he's also
quarterback.
very injury prone.
He is too.
Like he's been
But,
injured a few times, so it's like
I mean, I love being negative,
Mhm.
but I'm a be an optimistic.
No.
I think he's good. I'm just afraid that if he gets injured, I feel like that's his career. Like
Yeah.
you can't keep coming back.
and how
from-
old is he?
He's young, 22, 23.
Oh, that's it. Okay, cool. I think he's low key. I feel like he's in the best situation just because of like Caleb Williams.
He's funny.
Caleb Williams is in a really good situation, but he's also he's been being compared to Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, where it's like if he doesn't like live up to that hype, people are gonna see it as like a disappointment. But Jaden Daniels, I feel like in a way he's like almost under the radar. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't
I
have to
think
do.
he has room to like.
He doesn't have to do as much
Yeah.
to be like considered great versus Caleb Williams because they're already expect like it's kind of like the whole Trevor Lawrence thing. Like Trevor Lawrence has done decent in the NFL, but because he hasn't been like what everyone thought he would be, people are like he's kind of a bust.
I will say that I was a Commanders fan for 1 year because of Sam Howell. They are
Bandwagon.
ruthless.
The
Those fans are ruthless. Yeah.
I mean, they got their
But
name,
now they have
got
new,
their name.
They
changed
also
after-
have new like ownership and new head coach. So
That's only yeah.
I don't think he's not gonna be the scapegoat like Sam Howell was. I
No,
feel
they're
like.
definitely gonna build the team around him. Like
But-
I think him and Caleb Williams are here to stay. Like if there are any QBs that are a bust, it's not them two.
No.
I don't think so. At least I don't remember like has there ever been like a Heisman bust
A Heisman bust?
like recently? Maybe Baker Mayfield, but like
I
low
don't
key,
even
low
think
key
he's a
the
bust.
Browns
I
coach
think
gave
it was
up
just
on
a
him.
terrible situation.
Yeah, and now on the Bucks he's doing well. So.
I love him on the Bucks.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
I like the Bucks. I think they're a good team.
I agree.
But I think those two. I don't see them unless injuries like tear one of them apart. Like I think they'll both be good
I think
for
so,
years
too.
to come.
We got Drake made to the Patriots.
Probably right now the worst situation for a quarterback
Yeah.
that got drafted.
Yeah.
That and the Broncos.
Yeah, I was looking at like they have
Their
Juju,
wide receiver core.
Demario Douglas, and
They have KJ Osborne from the Vikings.
they have Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah.
But
It's
basically
not- it's
just a
not
bunch,
terrible,
basically just a
but,
bunch of
like,
mid people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And
And
they-
their running back is Stevenson, so it's not bad.
And their tight ends Hunter Henry.
That's not good.
He's decent.
Yeah, but like we're just.
But no,
that's a lot of mid. you know?
It's just a lot of mid. Yeah. So hopefully,
They have some picks in the second, third round. I'm looking for them to get a receiver to help Drake May, or else it's gonna be another
Yeah.
Matt Jones situation.
yeah, they have the second pick in the second round.
Yeah.
So they could
Wide
get
receiver.
Lad McConkey
Lad.
maybe.
I think I'm not the biggest fan of Lad, but I think he fits Drake May's play style the best out of what's available at the top.
It's him like Adonai Mitchell, but I think he'll be gone by then.
Adonai Mitchell should be a bit okay. We'll talk about the Bills later. because
Yeah,
I don't
there's
like
been yo.
I don't like what they did, but like
Yeah, I mean, okay, Marvin Harrison, that's pretty a gimme.
I also
think-
don't like what the Chargers did at 5.
Why don't you like Joe Alt?
No,
pick?
I think Joe Alt's like the best offensive tackle, but they don't have a wide receiver.
I do agree with that. I mean, I think
And Herbert's on isn't he on the last year of his contract or something?
has he not been re-signed?
Oh wait, he did, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but like at some point they're gonna want him gone if he's.
I don't know, but I mean, also like Jim Harbaugh is their new coach. You know, he has the run first mindset, play defense kind of thing. Now, but like when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert, because who's around? They have Quentin Johnson. They have an early pick in the second round, so they'll probably get somebody there. But I think when
If
Joe
you get like
when-
a Tez Walker.
if Marvin Harrison Jr. was available, I'd say take him. But I think Joe Alt was a good pick. I mean, he's the
No, I think he's the best offensive tackle. It's just
You know,
I think the Chargers have an issue where they need literally like everything. Like most positions.
I mean, I don't know. I
They
feel
need
like-
offensive tackle. They need a tight end. Because they don't have Everett anymore.
Oh, they don't have Everett. Never mind.
No, he's with the Bears.
Oh, what? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
so
need
they got Brock Bowers.
running back, not running back. They need a wide receiver.
They need wide receiver. They need O line.
They need defensive back because they don't have that.
Their offense is what needs help for sure. Like they have a lot of pieces that they need on offense, but I think they like the right mix that they have. I mean, they have Gus Edwards. Okay, yeah, it's pretty mid RB room.
They had what? Didn't they have another one too? Did they sign 2?
They signed both the guy. They have
From
J.K.
Ravens?
Dobbins too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they signed both. The Ravens.
That's anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
So 6
Malik
Neighbors.
Neighbors, you
I thought
have
was pretty
to.
given. They needed a wide receiver bad too.
I don't
Jason-
think Daniel Jones is the answer, but Malik Neighbors is going to be.
I
the
think from the
dog.
position that they were in, and also the fact that like you can't not use Daniel Jones right now. The amount of money you just paid him,
No, you
like-
paid him a crap ton.
like you can't give up on him yet. I mean, you might want to, but you can't.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
actually,
J.C. Latham, that's a reach for me.
a reach, you think?
I believe like offensive tackle, they needed an offensive tackle, but I would have went with Fashanu from Penn State.
Yeah, I
But I do think Latham is. I mean, he's an absolute unit.
No,
So, like-
dude, they showed his thing on the draft, and his like arms were probably like bigger than my legs. Like it's like pretty wild.
Yeah, I think it was him that had 600 plus career snaps and no tackles allowed.
Tackles or sacks?
Sacks.
Okay, I was
Not. I meant sack. Yeah.
That's pretty.
So it's
crazy.
not a bad pick, but I just thought I didn't think he would be
I
the
don't
second
know.
one.
I
off
also
the
thought the
board.
Titans were a team that could have traded down, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was a bad pick, but I don't think it was a great pick.
Speaking of bad picks,
Bad picks coming up. We just talked about all about
the
Michael
Falcons
Penix, but
just. Yeah, well, just quick.
That was
the
so
Falcons
shocking.
buffed their offense over this summer just to draft a backup quarterback. You had Dallas Turner. You had Latu. You could have like traded back for Latu or Jared Verse.
Well, the thing too is that like you could have taken Dallas Turner, you could have taken Latu, or maybe not because if you look at how the next picks went, but like I was thinking like you could have traded down and gotten Michael Penix later in the draft,
Or you could trade down and get
Rattler.
Radler later.
If
Because
you
I
really-
think
if you-
Radler and Penix are very similar.
It's like if you really wanted a quarterback that bad, like I feel
But like
you
you
could have
don't
traded.
need a quarterback right now.
No, I know, but like if they really wanted one that bad,
Yeah.
but like the 8th pick on like a guy who's not going to start is like crazy.
And he's already 23, about to be 24. And you signed Cousins to a 4-year deal. He's going to be 28 before he gets to start, barring any injuries.
I mean, let's be honest. I think you don't draft a QB from the start of 28. I think their plan is Kirk a year and then Michael Penix after that.
But they signed him for 4 years.
They definitely like changed their mind.
Yeah.
I feel like they definitely switched up what they were gonna do.
Mhm.
And we got people walking in here with food. That's crazy. We already talked about Romo Dunze. Ooh, your boy, JJ McCarthy to the Vikings, number 10. They traded up. I think
Traded up from 11, so it wasn't terrible. Like
it was a good trade up.
I was like trading up to 5 was what
I mean,
got me.
if you
like
s-
I knew he was going to go off the board
If
as
you-
much as I didn't want him to.
If you saw like Michael Penix was taken at 8,
Mhm.
you're probably that makes sense why you wanted to trade up like even one spot just in case another team might trade
Yeah,
up.
but like the Jets weren't getting a quarterback.
Yeah, but like maybe a Raiders team would trade up to 10. You know?
No, I think that's what me and our boy Tyler were talking about.
Might be on the next episode.
Yeah.
Um,
we were. I think the reason they traded up one spot is because they heard that either the Broncos and Raiders were trying to trade with the Jets, and so they offered them a better deal for something they obviously don't need to in hindsight, but I believe there was more to that than just.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I have no idea what Jaden McCarthy's gonna be. I feel like he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be decent. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's gonna be as bad as people say. Or like, how as bad as you think he's gonna be?
I think
but
he's once again going into a great
he's going to an amazing
system
situation
where he
Like-
doesn't have to do a lot for him to be
like
successful.
Kevin O'Connell's a great offensive coach. They have Jay Jettis. They got Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson. Who's their running back right now?
That's the issue. They don't have Madison anymore. So, oh no, they got
They got Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler. That's not a
they're-
bad.
Yeah, they're chilling.
That's not bad. Dude, all the running back changes this year.
Dude,
It's
there's
gonna
so
take
many.
me like until week 5.
Josh Jacobs on the Packers.
Yeah, it's gonna take me until like week 5 to realize what team's what.
I'm gonna do my fantasy draft and be like all tripped up.
Honestly.
We got Fashanu to the Jets. I think that was a good pick, but whatever. I thought they might have gotten Brock Bowers, but
Yeah, but I think,
Bo Nix. I mean, and it's crazy. It's like still at this point, no defensive players yet.
and I think that's just not okay because the defensive players are, you know,
And
JJ McCarthy should not have been drafted before a defensive play.
I mean, Bo Nix shouldn't have been.
That and
But
yeah.
they've said like Sean Payton's been interviewed, and he's like, I feel as high about Bo Nix because like in 2017 they were gonna get Patrick Mahomes, the Saints were, that was his plan, but then the Chiefs jumped in front of them and picked him. So
He
that
just
Sean
wasn't
Payton
gonna
said he
let it
didn't want
happen
to.
again.
He wasn't gonna let that happen again. 'Cause he says he feels the same way about Bo Nix that he felt about Patrick Mahomes. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, but
Well, at 12 is like insane, but at the same point, with the way everything else is going, like
you might as well.
the Raiders were kind of probably pick him at 13, I imagine.
Low key, like the way Sean Payton and the Browns were talking about Bo Nix, though, I feel like this was their plan all the whole time.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're right.
I just feel like 12 is so high.
Maybe they would have traded back a little bit.
But I
I
don't think you could with the Raiders right there.
yeah. But then the Raiders did. I mean, they picked the best available player.
Yeah, but I
Brock
don't think
Bowers.
he helped. I mean, obviously he helps them, but
I mean, they do have Michael Mayer.
it almost gives off the whole. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why do you need Bow? I don't know. I feel like it almost gives off like you auto drafted the next
You
best
auto
player.
drafted. It's like in fantasy when you like forget to.
I
Like,
think
make
the
your own-
Raiders really thought that they were gonna have a quarterback.
I mean, to be
available.
fair, their defense is good.
No, their defense, like we
Oh,
said
they're really
before,
good. And,
probably
like,
top 5 in
And
the
at
league.
this point, it'd be a reach to get like any of the secondary people. Maybe Terrion Arnold or something. But like,
But I don't think they need that terrible. I don't know.
the main thing they needed was quarterback.
Yeah,
But they just weren't in the position to get
or a
one.
wide receiver.
But if they get one, they can get a good one next year. Because all these teams that we thought might get a QB next year are definitely not now.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll get like a Shador Sanders or like a Quint Ewers.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Anyways,
14.
It's an offensive line.
Huaga.
Whatever.
I like it.
No,
It's a good fit.
he's a good pick. He's a good pick. They need some upgrades.
I feel like this middle part is where like things went as we expected. Like these
good
next,
things
like,
happen. I think the best move, like I think Latu is a good pick.
if Latu was healthy, he would have been a top 7 pick. But because
No,
of those neck issues, I love that the Colts drafted him.
Because you're a Colts fan now.
I'm not. Well, I meant because Josh Downs is on there. The Colts are a good young team. I like young teams because I like college football.
Anthony
more.
Richardson's coming back. Yeah.
But I
Um,
think if he's healthy, he'll be great.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Byron Murphy,
That's another good.
that was a
pick.
really good pick by the Seahawks. I really liked what the Vikings did at 17.
I like this part.
Because like trading
Honestly, I don't like
trading up to get
with Dallas Turner
Dallas
still
Turner.
on the board. I feel like you had to do that.
low key, like what they did is like exactly what the Texans did last year.
Mm-hmm.
They picked their QB and they traded up to get Will Anderson. Now I think both C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson are better than Dallas Turner and J.J. McCarthy. Like
By a mile.
I'm seeing what the Vikings are doing and I'm liking it. Like
Yeah.
Like I don't think J.J. McCarthy's necessarily going to start, but Dallas Turner is the type of player like he could win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like he's like that. He was projected to be like a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
So I think that was a really good pick by them. The fact that he's fallen that far. I think the Bengals next getting Amarius Mims, good pick. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
obviously
think-
Joe Burrow's been injured so many times. Like he's been on the ground like
He's
way
been
too much in his
sacked
career.
like a lot. But also their defense needs help too.
It does, but I feel like when he just got back from another injury.
No, you
like,
have to make sure he's healthy.
You gotta like
You
you,
have
gotta
to.
address that.
So it's not bad.
Yeah, no, I agree
Jared
with that.
Verse to the Rams. I think we both predicted that.
I think it's a really good pick.
That's a really good pick. He was good at Florida State.
And you need like, I mean, no one can just replace.
He's
Aaron
not going to
Donald.
replace Aaron Donald, but he's a good piece to start.
He's
the
good like bridge
transition.
over, yeah, for sure. I think Fatanu to the Steelers was a great pick. Like that, like it was
sure Russell Wilson's healthy and Justin Fields when he plays in a year or two.
Yeah, I think that was like not necessarily a steal, but like I'm surprised he lasted.
I was
that
surprised
long.
he was still, yeah.
Especially with the amount of
after
offensive players already taken.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Like
This next pick, I don't like one bit.
Chop Robinson.
Yeah, I think that's a reach. I think the Dolphins needed someone better. I
mean-
honestly, I thought the Dolphins would trade up, maybe, and get
mean,
like
I don't know. I mean, I
Hurst
don't.
or something.
I don't hate Chop Robinson going
But I think
to
I
the
just think
Dolphins,
it could
but
be better.
they have like maybe traded back, maybe. But I think it was a decent pick just because like they trade away Christian Wilkins. Like they need.
No, they needed that position. I just don't know if Chop is like.
I mean, he was the best available.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're just being a hater. Anyways, haters gonna hate. Anyways, like
Quinion Mitchell to the Eagles. I love this for the Eagles, but I hate it as like a NFL fan
No, that's
because the
crazy.
rich are getting like he
It was like when
deserves.
they got Jalen Carter last year.
Yeah,
Like they're just getting like
he deserves to be a
great
top
players.
14 pick.
he's
not
he's
22.
literally top 10 in like in value.
And like we were saying before we started recording this, his like post draft interview like on the stage, like he's such a like humble. Like you can tell like he has that chip on the like from Toledo. You don't get drafted that often.
Yeah.
You know, and like he seemed so humble but yet driven, and then falling in the draft for no reason. You could tell like there's a chip on his
He's
shoulder.
all
Like
right.
he's
I
like.
bet, yeah.
And going to the Eagles is, dude,
Yeah, the Eagles are about to be
the
net.
league
I mean,
messed up.
Saquon,
The league messed up.
or it's the script. Who knows? Brian Thomas to the Jaguars.
I hate the Bills. This is where I start.
Is this where the Bills traded down? No.
No, this is where I thought the Bills would trade up to.
I just think like okay, Brian Thomas was definitely the best wide receiver available, and I thought he would be going soon. But the Jaguars was just not.
I
the
didn't think it
team
was the
I
Jags.
expecting.
I thought it would be. I thought the Bills.
I feel
Like in my mock draft, I thought the Bills would trade up and get him here.
This in a way I feel like could be a bad pick, and I don't think it's because Brian Thomas is going to be bad or anything. Because I think he's going to be good, but I just feel like the Jaguars could have done something better. You know, not
They
necessarily
have
better,
they
but
have Gabe Davis. They have Zay Jones,
Christian Kirk,
Parker Washington,
Christian Kirk,
Christian Kirk,
Evan
Ingram.
Ingram. It's just like
Running backs.
It's like wide
Like-
receiver was like not a need, and they just
Not at
like
all.
because I mean you saw what Calvin Ridley did for them last year. Nothing much.
God, I've said this many times on this podcast before. I believe the hype of Calvin Ridley, and he screwed me over.
He messed you up.
I hate
I think this next move might have been like one of the
Dude,
best moves. in the
this
draft.
is-
like
this
the
is
Lions
just-
trading up to get Terry on Arnold. I think that was a great pick.
it. Won like a steal of the draft.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think, dude,
Dude, well, the thing
Mitchell
is-
and Arnold sliding all the way down here, and freaking Bo Nix and J.J. McCarthy who were drafted.
And Michael
in the top.
Penix.
Yeah, like that is
Yeah, that is wild.
actually ridiculous.
But the fact that like the rich are getting richer, like, and but the thing too is like the Lions like they needed this is what they needed. Like they're gonna be.
I think
they're
the
gonna do
Lions are
such a
going to
cool
stack
job.
defensive players and also draft one more wide receiver.
I'd say definitely draft St. Brown just got a huge contract.
Yeah.
So did Penei Sewell. So they're making moves. I like what they're doing.
I think
a
their
lot.
offense
New
is good, but their
jerseys.
defense definitely needs help.
Yeah,
This may also be one of the worst picks of the first round.
yeah. The Packers.
The
always,
Packers
Okay,
not getting
The Packers are so weird because like
is crazy.
I feel like the Packers always they draft well. Like the players they draft end up being good, but it feels like they're always reaching for their play, like for those players.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they definitely know what they're doing. They have a long history of winning, so like I'm not gonna knock it. But at the same point, it's like
No, yeah. Like
you have all this on the board. You had like Tyler Guyton if you wanted an offensive tackle. You had Cooper DeJean or Nate Wiggins if you wanted like defensive back safety.
No, yeah.
And you reach for someone who's like 35 to 40.
make it make
in like
sense.
Jordan Morgan. I think Jordan Morgan's good, but I don't think he's like.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think he's 25.
I think so Bucks got Graham Barton.
I think that's a good.
That's a good pick. That's like around the range he like
Yeah.
was gonna go. Definitely fills a big need since like Ryan Jensen left.
Hmm.
And like you can never like they were talking about this thing like on the draft. When I was listening to it that like centers success rate and like the success rate of a center being good is like the highest out of any position. Like
Yeah.
if there's a center drafted to go in the first round and you draft them, like his success, the probability of him being a good player is higher than any other position. So
Yeah.
I mean I guess it makes sense.
And I feel like-
you don't often draft.
I feel like you can also just never have too many like centers in the sense of like those guys are like your glue. Like one bad center and you're snapping the ball poorly and the line can't
Yeah.
hold that long or your quarterback's getting shaky. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you can never have. I mean, obviously don't have like 4 or that, but you can never have like enough good
Yeah.
centers. What is going on here?
I don't know what's going on. Next is the Cardinals.
I think this is a best available edge rusher type pick.
Yeah.
Like he was predicted second round. He's good, but I think it was just like the Cardinals wanted an edge rusher, and they're like let's just shoot.
Cardinals have had a good first round.
Yeah,
Darius Robinson, I mean, the best wide receiver. Marvin Harrison, I like it. Now this is where the craziness started happening.
dude.
is
I
where-
hate. I also
like-
hate the Buffalo
like-
Bills part. Actually, no. This is where the Bills were. 28.
This is like just so questionable. So the Bills, they had
who need a wide. They need multiple.
they had
wide
the 28th
receivers.
pick, and then they traded back to 32 with the Chiefs. But it's like,
And Chiefs getting the fastest dude in the combine. It's
well, I think it's kind of interesting too because like they have Hollywood and him now. Like, they have 2 speedy guys.
yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. Like if the fact that like they won the Super Bowl with like no wide receivers and now they got
Well,
like
they also
got some
gotta
good ones.
figure out their Rasheed Rice issue.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. But they got some speedsters. They still got Kelsey. They of course got Mahomes.
Yeah.
They got who's their running back?
Pacheco.
Pacheco, who's like really good somehow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I like this next pick from the Cowboys, Tyler Guyton.
But yeah, I feel like it's a good move.
It's a good move. You know they love their O lineman.
Yeah.
And then this pick, another like rich get richer.
Dude, oh
Nate
my
Wiggins
God.
falling.
Nate Wiggins falling to the Ravens. I've heard he has like what?
Dude, their defense is so and like I think the Ravens are honestly like they got Derrick Henry. They upgraded their running back. They have good wide receivers. They have good QB, good O line. Like they like no weakness now.
Mm-hmm.
I really like don't know like what
The Ravens are really good.
they're really good.
If they're healthy, they'll be
That was a really good
really
pick.
good.
And now this next pick is probably what I might
This is a-
consider.
this
might
is
be
a crazy
Might be like
pick.
one of the worst pick. Just because like Ricky Pearsall to the Niners.
Ricky P.
You could have like
White boy Ricky.
What? Yeah, you could have definitely traded back. You could have traded back. Probably the Panthers would have traded up. Whatever. I don't understand Ricky Pearsall, first round pick. He was rated like a mid second round pick at like the highest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
They see something
like,
in him.
What we were talking about earlier, I believe this pick has to do with the. So I heard that they were trying to trade Brandon Ayuk for a first round pick, and when that didn't work, I think now what they're gonna do is keep Brandon Ayuk for maybe a year. Ricky Pearsall will be on a rookie deal for like the first however many years it is. They're gonna let go of Ayuk next year or trade him, and Ricky will be still on his rookie contract, and they don't have to pay him that much, and they can keep paying their stat defense the amount that they deserve while having a cheaper offense.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. You really never know. I mean, it's in our team where it's like they always draft well, they always do well. Where it's like, I mean, I can't judge what they do too much because Kyle Shanahan's got a plan.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best coaches, so he's going to do his thing. But now this next pick, Panthers trading up once again. The
Yeah,
Bills
they trade out one spot.
The Bills trading back is so interesting.
Yeah, they
But-
traded back when they knew that the Panthers were going to
And-
get a wide receiver.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of complaints about like people thinking that like it was a bad pick from the Panthers, like they shouldn't have traded up like one spot. But I've looked into it more, and it makes sense because like first round picks, you have the option to have a 5th year option on them. A second round pick doesn't get that, so if you can trade up one spot,
It sounds like they want him
and give away like
long-term.
nothing,
Yeah.
then you can get that 5th year option. Thinking long term, kind of smart. But also, like, you don't know who the Bills are going to draft with 32.
I think I would like to think, because they now have the first pick in the second round,
Yeah.
that you get A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But I like the.
No, I like
Leggett pick
Xavier
a lot.
Leggett
I think
to
Bryce Young throwing the ball is going to be
to that
it's
to
gonna be
that
a beautiful-
country boy.
It's going to be a beautiful shot.
He's country as country can get.
Yeah, I think so. Like some the players that didn't get picked.
Are we looking at best available now?
Yeah, like Cooper DeJean falling out of the
That
first
is
round was
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah, white boy.
Druzon Newton falling out.
Newton, dude. Honestly, the first three.
And
Kool-Aid not getting drafted either.
Well, and the first 4, Adonai Mitchell. Like those 4 guys, like not making the first round is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a good pick. I think whoever gets those, like, it's really exciting for those teams that have those next few picks, like the Bills, the Patriots, the Commanders. It's like Those people are gonna be-
I need the Bills, the Patriots, and the Chargers to get a wide receiver.
why do you need that?
Because I don't want to see terrible teams next year.
Okay.
So I need.
No, I mean I hope they all get wide receivers so that the Panthers are able to get one of these
I
good
think-
defensive players.
I think it's gonna go AD to the Bills, Ladd to the Patriots, and then the Chargers get Keon Coleman.
Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
I could see that, and then shoot that would be.
Well, you also have Polk and McMillan from Washington available.
There's
Franklin
DeJean
from
and
Oregon.
I'm excited to see what the Panthers
Wilson from Michigan. Walker from. There's a lot of wide receivers. I like. Obviously, I know like the top 2 or 3 are like full on dogs.
do. Yeah.
But I believe the depth in the wide receiver room this year is a lot deeper than on the surface.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I think there's some good players. There's like this draft has like so much depth with a lot of positions.
Yeah.
I think Spencer Rattler could go off the board in the second round.
I think, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Landing spots
They may have
be Raiders, Saints, or Rams.
they have Spencer Rattler's comparison to Zach Wilson.
What? Dude,
I hate
who
that.
does these? Like, that should be my job. If you're allowing this to happen, I can make up some
No, this is crazy.
terrible takes.
I don't like that. Anyways, that's a good transition away from football. I think the second round's gonna be interesting. The third round's gonna be interesting. I'm excited about those.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, defense. Teams to look out for, I think, are like the Panthers. Overall, I think the biggest winners are Vikings,
Vikings, yeah.
Bears,
Bears.
of course,
Ravens,
Ravens, Chiefs,
Chiefs, Eagles,
Eagles, and
and
Lions.
Lions,
Oh, Bears,
Tigers, Bears. Oh, my right.
Yeah. No, I think there are a lot of winners. I don't think there are too many losers.
I
But I mean,
think there was a decent.
there's a few. There's a few. But no, I think it's a good transition over to what do you want to do for your next topic?
Yeah. So, what was it? Was it last Friday? Yeah, it was. So we're doing a little music topic,
All right.
right?
Should we end with this, or do you just want to go to it right now?
I think this is a transition period.
All right. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Taylor Swift dropped her new album, right? And it was over 2 hours long, and me, a avid Taylor Swift fan.
Just you by yourself, or like?
No, it was just me. But I was also at the gym and doing work. It wasn't like I was just sitting there.
You just sit in a dark room.
Yeah, I do that when Zach Bryan.
All right.
When he,
you
like-
didn't have to like out
Yeah,
yourself like that,
when-
but
when
yeah,
he,
yeah.
like,
that's-
drops an album, like, you know.
Sit in
Anyway,
the dark
Taylor
room.
Swift dropped her album, right? And I think overall, I think it was good.
What's it called again? The Tortured something?
The Tortured Poets
Department?
Department, yeah. Department, yeah. Overall, I think it was good. I give it like a 8.8. I do think, right, and this may
8
get...
points is pretty high.
Yeah, well...
Was it like it's like compared to her other albums? You think it's like
Okay, this is also the thing that I believe. I don't think there was a lot of, like, songs like 22, We're Never Getting Back Together. You know, like the hyper, like, Taylor Swift songs?
yeah?
I don't think there was a lot of that. It's more of, like, lyrical stuff.
Yeah.
Which like I'm down for either, but it's like I just need to know what the vibe is before going in.
Fair
And
enough.
obviously I don't.
What would you say is like the best songs from it?
The best songs, in my opinion, I would go The Alchemy, The Black Dog. Thank You All Me is good, but it was also like, did you see it was like a Kim K diss track?
I haven't listened.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was.
it.
Yeah, I didn't know it was. I go on Twitter and I like see that. I was like, oh shoot. I was like, I didn't know we had beef.
It's a big album.
No, it's
It's
enormous.
chunky.
Yeah, that was good. She had that song with Post Malone. That wasn't.
That's
bad.
the one song I listened to, and it's a banger. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Fortnite.
Florida with featuring Florence and the Machine. It was good. Like I'm a Florence and the Machine fan, so like it was like
Okay.
all right. It was interesting. I think the beat was interesting. Overall, I think it was like a good album.
Right.
Replay value for me probably not that high,
But just like a one-time listen.
most likely.
You enjoyed those 2 hours.
I'm at. It was an interesting 2 hours. I listened to all the songs, and I do have them on my playlist. But
I think 31 songs. Dang. That's
yeah, it was. A
I mean, you
grind.
can't deny though. Like she
She knows what she's doing.
she's ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I saw the music video Fortnite with Post Malone. Like he has like no tattoos. It looks so interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't not like it looks bad, but it's just like you think Post Malone, you think like tattoos everywhere and all that. But
I do think it's a bit like odd. Like obviously she's in that relationship with Travis Kelce,
yeah.
and the songs are like about her exes.
Well,
and stuff.
I
Which
heard,
I know this was obviously 31 songs. This has been in the works for like.
I heard like
years.
she's had these songs made since 2 years ago or something like that.
She probably has.
She's like a big like.
Well,
planner.
I don't know. I just feel like it's like weird at sometimes
Eh.
to be like, oh, let me release something about my ex from like 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't know, man.
Money's money. The fans will eat this up.
I feel like people like We're Never Getting Back Together type song versus actually I don't know. All of her like Love Story super popular, but
Love
then
Story's
also
good.
she has like all the themes in there. I'm
Yeah.
hyped for like her song. That's crazy. I'm hyped for like a song about like Tied In to come out. About like Travis Kelce.
I don't think that's a real song.
It's gonna happen.
Mm.
Can these lights turn
I
on?
think you gotta stand up. There we go.
Okay, that was crazy. All right.
Well, it's crazy. Some of the songs already have like almost 100 million plays. Came out last Friday.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, Fortnite has 93 million. Down Bad has 60 million.
Shout out. Damn, that's wild. All right. Well,
I think that was a good transition topic.
yeah, something like no, it was decent.
We had a request from our fans, so we had to do
That's
it.
true. I just heard about this like right before the podcast, so that's why I also don't have this much input. Maybe I would have given it more listens if I knew this was gonna be talked
You were
about.
gonna listen to the whole album?
Probably not, but
Exactly.
maybe more than just Fortnite.
You're
I
not
don't know.
committed like me.
I just have the day you listen to is probably like the same day I proposed, so I got like priorities.
Some of us are at different. Well, actually, the day you proposed, I ran the 5K, and then went out with the boys for the rest of the day.
Nice.
We're at different stages of life.
Well, we're
And
still
that's
doing
okay.
a podcast.
We're here for now.
We're here for now.
Yeah.
You gotta stay in the present moment. It's not about comparing your journey to other people's.
What is it?
Hey, we're getting into like a lifetime. now.
Comparison is the greatest.
It's the thief of all joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I strongly. That's later. All right, we're playing basketball, right? I played basketball this morning. There's NBA playoffs going on.
Right. Yeah. This is such a chaotic time. All right.
My bad. Look, yeah, where's
You know-
our document? Do you have our Google Doc with anything?
I never use the document. You're the one who makes the
Exactly.
document.
You never use the document.
This is a chaotic episode. It's the first time you haven't used the document.
Yeah, I'm the
I
one that
see a
makes the
trend.
document.
Well, yeah, you make the document for you. I don't need the document.
You don't need the document?
I usually just run with ESPN. Oh wait, yeah, y'all just saw what I actually look at. But
NBA
NBA playoffs.
playoffs.
We're also gonna talk about we'll get there later. But
See, I posted that we're listening to Taylor Swift, and I got a reply saying best day ever.
what do you say?
Because I posted on the story that
Oh.
Taylor Swift will be talked about, and it's already reeling in the views.
There we go.
It's too easy. Life is too easy.
All right. So NBA playoffs. Sorry about all these. People come here for sports. Anyways.
Yeah, or
Um,
like 14 viewers.
We love y'all.
We love we love all.
All right, so, yeah. So the current games we got going on, we got like
Do you have the
today.
bracket up, or how are you doing this?
I'm just on ESPN, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
You can read each matchup if you want, then and we'll talk about them.
okay. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, starting on the Western Conference, then we'll go East. We got Thunder and Pelicans. The Thunder up 2-0. Honestly, I thought this was gonna be a lot closer series, but it does not look close.
Well, I thought the Thunders being so young weren't gonna be like as good, but also I know isn't Zion's been out the first two games.
Yeah,
right?
he has been injured.
So like, and he was leading the team in scoring. Like, I don't know. It's not too surprising, but I will say like by how much they're winning by, it is a little bit. Where, yeah, like they won 2 days ago by like 30 points.
Yeah.
So like I think it's really like raising SGA's draft. I mean, not draft stock.
His
He's
draft
already
stock,
in the NBA, but like his MVP stock. I don't know if this has much with it, but people are saying like after this first round, like, oh, he's like the MVP now, which like low key, like I think he should be. I like what he's done more than Jokic. I mean, Jokic, you expect all this from.
Well,
So,
that's
like,
a where this becomes an issue. It's like you expect greatness.
yeah.
So it's just like
I don't know. I also like seeing like a new person in there. But
Yeah.
no, and honestly, like it's really cool seeing like this young of a team do this well, like have this much control over everything. So
Yeah.
I think they're doing really well. I think they're gonna win the series. I think it could be a sweep. Maybe they'll lose. I could see the final.
I think
score
they
being
might lose one game just because like now it goes back to the
to New Orleans.
Pelicans.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say OKC definitely wins that one.
Yeah.
What's the next team?
4-5 matchup. We have the Clippers Mavs. That's a good series.
It is a good series.
That's a good
The
series.
game one was kind of scary. Dallas was down by like 30, 40 points in the game, but they
Yeah.
came back and like made it close. And they not easily, but they won the next game.
They were
So
leading the whole way. They got a little close at the end, but
I feel like low key, a sneaky. I feel like the Mavericks are gonna win this.
I just wish they had like. I think Derek Lively at center is good, but I just wish they had a more assertive center. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Clippers are better, but like they have better players, but also like I feel like when the Clippers come around to playoff time, they just like are a different team. They don't like play the same, and like
Yeah.
obviously the Mavericks are low-key the same, but like Luka and Kyrie have been insane. Like even the game they lost, they had like the majority of their
Well,
points.
yeah. And Kawhi is not fully healthy. He's back, but like.
Is Kawhi ever fully healthy? I feel like I feel like
he's
I feel like he's
just,
injured like every
yeah.
week. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the next matchup?
The Timberwolves and the Suns.
I love this one. I love like
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is such a cool dude. I feel like I've said that before, but like
I love his comment. It's like, yeah, they may have KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels, and then it cuts to like highlights of Jaden McDaniels.
Well,
that is a crazy
and, like,
comment.
like Anthony Edwards, like his like favorite player like ever is KD, and like there's like they shows like reactions like after he does a play on KD and he's like going crazy, and there's this like highlight thing I saw. It was like the Suns. KD is undefeated against the Timberwolves in the regular season, but Anthony Edwards is undefeated against KD in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've only played 2 games, but like low key.
I'll be honest.
I thought the
if
Suns were gonna win,
If
but
the Suns don't win this series, I think it's gonna be like one of the biggest disappointments. They dropped a bag to get Bradley Beal, KD, and keep Booker.
Yeah.
And they're down 2-0
and it's all in good.
to Rudy Gobert.
Rudy.
They're losing.
Wait,
to
he's gonna run.
Rudy.
He's gonna. Why does everybody say he's like the most overrated player in the sport?
I think it's just because of the whole COVID thing.
Wait,
Because he was like the first NBA player to get COVID, and then he kind of like spread it at like a news conference. So I think everyone just like.
he's got that hate.
Also, he's from France, so like.
What's wrong with France? We got.
I love France. I love France. I love Canada. I love them
Our
all.
one Canadian viewer.
Our one Canadian viewer. What's up?
Wait, but what? Wait, why do you?
No, I just think people just.
But
don't like the
people love
French.
Wemby though.
Yeah, but Wemby's also just.
All right.
Anyway, I think it's crazy that it's 2-0. I could see a sweep. I don't think it will be, but like, I think if I don't know.
There is gonna be one sweep. Pretty confident.
Yeah,
about.
let's go to that one because I want to tie it into the Timberwolves.
The Nuggets Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Nuggets. This is too easy. LeBron can't do it
It's
all.
too easy.
LeBron and AD are doing great. but the rest of the team suck. Dude, they played last night. D'Lo had 24 minutes on the court and didn't score 1 point. Dog, he putting up my numbers.
Yeah, Jokic is like having a.
The Nuggets are going to sweep the Lakers, and they'll play the Timberwolves, and that might be the best series of this whole.
Timberwolves and Nuggets.
Yeah, I think that will be the best series of the whole playoffs.
Then the winner of that game, the winner of that series might win the play. Like might win the.
I think
thing.
there's a strong possibility.
Yeah, shoot, that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that because I mean it's gonna be that. There's no way the Suns come back. At least I hope they don't. I mean, I like that.
They would have to get dude. The issue with the Suns is they don't have a true point guard. Like starting, because you have Bradley Beal, Grayson Allen, and Devin Booker all playing, and none of them are point guards. They're all shooting guards.
KD, man.
I think I'm a big proponent that for your team to be great, you need a point guard that's great.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know enough about. I didn't know they didn't have true point guards. So like, but that makes sense then. Like if you don't have that position, like you're lagging. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, pretty valid.
Like the Timberwolves have Mike Conley, and he's like a veteran.
My dog Mike.
That's my dad's name. Shout out Mike.
Shout out
my dad.
Shout out. That's Sydney's dad's name actually.
Wow.
So shout out Mike.
Oh yeah, Sydney and I now are gonna have the same initials. That's gonna be hilarious.
Like even middle name is crazy.
Yeah. That's funny.
I gotta tell her about that, or maybe she'll watch the pod.
Tell her to go to timestamp 4212 and there's a little Easter egg.
Yeah. You know. Easter egg.
All right, let's go. Speaking of Easter egg, let's go to the Eastern Conference.
Oh, this is okay. Yeah.
Celtics versus the Heat. It's tied 1-1, and the Heat don't have Jimmy Butler.
Dude, this is crazy.
Dude, the Celtics are so garbage in the playoffs.
Dude, if the Celtics lose, that would be insane. That would like if they lost, that would actually be crazy. I would love to see it though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm nothing against the Celtics, but like I love an upset. But because I think if the Heat move on, they're just gonna lose to whoever they play.
Not really. They played a 4 or 5 matchup, and the 4 or 5 matchups the Cavs or the Magic. I think the Heat could be.
The East is so.
The East is so.
I low-key, I feel like it's gonna be the Celtics or the Knicks. Maybe the Bucks, but every other team is just not that.
The Bucks don't even look that good because Giannis isn't fully healthy.
You want to talk about that one next then? Bucks.
Well, let's talk about Cavs Magic.
Cavs Magic, okay.
Dude, all their games have been on NBA TV, so no one's been watching them all over.
I'll say, yeah, I haven't been watching those.
I barely watch the playoffs just because like so much is going on.
Yeah.
Lately, but like all their games I've seen have been on
NBA TV. Is great.
So it's just like. Even if I wanted to watch it, I can't. Like,
even if I wanted to, that's crazy.
All right, let's just go to the Bucks and the Pacers.
But no, I don't know who's gonna win that series.
I believe the Cavaliers, but I
mean, the Magic just destroyed them.
I just don't care.
They're gonna lose in the next round anyways.
Yeah.
No, sorry guys, if you're a Cavs or whatever.
If we have Cavs or Magic fans, and that's just like that's crazy to me.
That's also crazy. Yeah. Maybe our Canadian viewer is.
Would he not just be she be like a Toronto fan then?
Maybe, I don't know.
She,
whatever.
Them all.
I mean, you're when you were for any team, you're just a bandwagon guy. So
I just don't have a team. I support the Chicago Bulls.
That's okay. Anyways, next series, Bucks Pacers.
Yeah, this is interesting. Giannis is like injured.
What's the score? Aren't they up 2-0 though?
No, it's 1-1.
Oh, never mind then.
But
Tyrese Halliburton. That's a cool name.
He's honestly not even playing that well.
But he's a cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah, who do you think's gonna win the series though?
I think the Bucks just because like they're just more experienced and better. But I like the Pacers. I do like the Pacers. They have
I don't. No. I don't have any of this.
Who do they have? Pascal Siakam.
And they have Tyrese Halliburton. And that's really
Miles Turner, yeah.
Miles Turner.
Some other guys.
Some other dogs.
Yeah, the East sucks.
I will say the next series is pretty good though.
No, I like Okay, 1-8 is good, 2-7 is good, and then the middle is just like
The Knicks and the Sixers, because I mean
I've watched most of these games.
now that Joel Embiid's back, like the Sixers are definitely like
He dropped the 50 piece last night or whenever they played.
Like he's definitely they definitely should be a higher seed, but with him being injured, they just went way down. So
Yeah.
I think the series could go either way. I think low key the Sixers they only lost the second game because of the buzzer beater. They were up the whole time. They'd be up 2-1 right now. You know?
And dude, Tyrese Maxey on that last play got fouled like 4 times, and they just never.
Well, did you
called
also
it.
see the thing where it was like the timeouts that were called? Like
Oh,
the
yeah, he
coach
was
like
trying to call a timeout.
the coach was like right there
Yeah.
and like calling a timeout like multiple times. Like,
I
they
don't
just
know.
couldn't
Like
get it.
I watched that live when I was like, how is there not like
Anything
a
going
single
on?
foul? Like
Yeah.
2 of their players were getting like swatted everywhere, and
Little sus.
I don't know. I think it's a good series. Honestly, I don't know who's gonna win because I don't. The Knicks keep playing their players like 40 plus minutes,
Yeah, like Josh.
and that
Hart.
is not sustainable. Josh Hart played for freaking 44 last night.
I think the Knicks are gonna end up pulling it out. Pause. But
That might be a
I
good
think-
thing for them pulling it out.
Yeah, it could be. But no, I think they're gonna come out on top.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna drop some predictions because we did not do it. You know, our content's been lacking. We know
yeah,
that.
sorry guys.
But we will make
we've been
predictions
busy.
for this and hockey. Should we transition to hockey?
No, really quick. I think we should, while we're here. Who do you see being in the final, and who do you think's gonna win the final?
Okay, I'll give a quick rundown. I think Thunder beat the Pelicans. I think Mavs beat. Dude, that one's a hard one.
Well, wait, no. Who do you just think's gonna be in the championship?
Oh, I think on the West it's whoever wins out of the Timberwolves and Nuggets.
You gotta pick one.
I know, but that is just so difficult.
All right, I can go first then. If
Okay,
you can.
you go.
You know, like we talked about a few episodes ago, leaders are very decisive people.
Yeah, well, how about you lead yourself out the door?
Dang, that's crazy. Anyways, I got the Timberwolves just because I like them,
Yeah.
and Timberwolves Knicks, and I see the Timberwolves coming out on
You
top.
think the Knicks are making it to the...
I just want to be different.
Dude, the
No,
East, the East
truthfully
just
though,
looks so
truthfully, I think
unappealing.
probably Timberwolves Celtics, and the winner, I'm gonna say the Timberwolves just to be that guy.
Okay, I'm gonna go...
Because never won before.
I'm gonna go... I truly think it's whoever wins the Nuggets and Timberwolves are gonna be in the final. I'm gonna go Nuggets versus... If Giannis is healthy, I would go Bucks, but since he's not right now, I'm gonna go Nuggets versus... This may be a little crazy. I'm going Nuggets versus 76ers.
That is crazy. A 7 seed?
Yeah, that guy got that drip on. Got that drip on out there. I was gonna say something else, or keep it PG. All right.
Interesting. All right. Cool. But yeah, no, we can switch over a little bit to NHL now. We know we have some hockey fans or some of our friends that.
How long's this been going?
Let's see, actually, real quick. Lickety split. We're at 2 hours right now.
2 hours?
No, just playing. We're at 53 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, 53 minutes.
Dang. Should we not do a life topic at the end?
I think we can do a quick one. We should have to figure something out.
Well, I don't think this one will last that long. For the NHL.
NHL, yeah, NHL shouldn't take too long. I think, all right, so I've been keeping up a little bit with what's been going on. The favorites, like, in the NHL right now, like, I'm not going to go through each and every game just because, like, I don't know all the teams like that.
Yeah.
But there's the teams, the Rangers look really good. I think
They're the President Cup people. The ones
Oh,
that had the most points.
and, like, wasn't it, like, the last time they were the President's Cup they won the championship?
I don't
So,
know.
I could
But
be
I
wrong.
know in like recent history, like the President's Cup ever loses in the first or second round. Like it's like a curse.
Ruh-roh.
But they're up 2-0.
They're gonna beat the Capitals.
But I don't think they'll beat the Hurricanes. I'm a Hurricanes fan.
No,
Just
me too.
because they're from Raleigh. Yeah.
I know. I do not like the Rangers. I'm not gonna lie, because that's who eliminated us last year.
Is it? Oh yeah, they did. I think Rangers and Hurricanes, barring both of them making out the first round, will be like a really good
Yeah,
series.
that'd be a fun series to go to. I mean, it's in Raleigh, which is like kind of far away, but I mean the Hurricanes are definitely gonna beat the Islanders. They're up 3-0. The Panthers are really good. I think it's gonna be. Like if I like the Bruins look really good as well. I don't know. It's interesting right now because a lot of I thought the Bruins were gonna sweep, but they're not. They're down. It's not down. They're up. They're up 2-1.
I feel like Toronto's always been like a decent team.
Yeah, it's definitely
Like
it's
you
definitely
can't
a
like count them like.
it's definitely a tougher series. I think the Golden Knights they've always been kind of decent. I'm looking right now. The Winnipeg Jets beat Colorado Avalanche 7-6. Like that's like crazy. All right, that's really all. Well, honestly, I don't really have much. We should have had a better script for this, but honestly,
We'll have a script for the next episode.
Yeah, I think the Hurricanes look really good though. The Hurricanes
The Hurricanes look good, dude.
and the Rangers. I think whoever wins that series, if I'm being completely honest, I think is going to win the championship.
Yeah.
They're
But the Panthers are also good.
I do not like the Panthers either.
The East just looks better. I don't know.
They definitely are this year. Maybe the Avalanche, but that's the thing too. Though, the West is just gonna they have an easier path. I mean, the Stars are still. Are the Stars still in it? How are they doing?
Yeah, they're down 2-0 to the Golden Knights.
That's actually wild too, because they were the one
Yeah, the Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars.
You need to go to a hockey game.
Dude, you should. They were fun. They were very fun. I went to one earlier this year. It was a good time.
Ooh, the Hurricanes play tomorrow at 2. I will be watching that.
I will as well. All right. I think that's really.
We doing a live topic or no?
I'm down. Oh wait, one thing we should talk about too with NHL is kind of crazy. The Arizona Coyotes.
Oh, yeah.
The Coyotes moving to Utah out of nowhere.
I forgot we haven't
wild.
discussed that. And the thing is, this all came about because the owner of the, I guess, former Coyotes now, he wanted to build a new stadium in Arizona. I don't remember what city, but the NHL said no, and I was like, what do you why not? And I realized after looking into it a little bit, so he was bidding on land. So he doesn't even have the land yet. He hasn't even won the auction to make that. So he's assuming he's gonna win this. He's assuming all the grounds will be, all the all the things will be all right.
And what?
And they just told him no. Then what happened? No, but I guess it's just because it's assuming that it will all be good.
Yeah.
But you can't. But my thing is moving to Utah is crazy
I don't
to
know.
me.
I mean, low-key, Utah makes more sense than Arizona, but the fact that it came kind of so far out of nowhere at the very end of the season is kind of wild. Usually when a team moves, it's they let you know. All the ones I've heard about, it's it happens, and then it's your last year, or it's your final run in the city, and then you move the next year. But this was just out of nowhere at the very end of the season. It happened, and then a week later the season ended, and they didn't make the playoffs. So they just had their last game a week after realizing it was their last game there, which is just wild. But I saw something. It's Ryan Smith who owns a few other teams, and he's the guy who owns now the Utah hockey team. And to decide what their team name and logo is going to be is they're doing a bracket challenge in Utah. It's whoever whatever you want it to be, they have all the options, and then whoever wins is what's going to be. I haven't looked at what the options are, what's
I think I saw a little bit. It's generic name. I forgot what it was. There's 4 options.
Bruh.
But moving to Utah is just crazy. There's other places you can go.
Like Columbia, South Carolina.
What about if Atlanta had a hockey team?
Didn't they used to? Or am I tripping?
Maybe they have a minor. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I think they actually did, maybe.
No, Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta
Or
definitely. Could.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. I mean, there's already one in Raleigh, but no,
Yeah.
I wish the Hurricanes were in Charlotte.
Or Virginia. Put one up in. Well, I guess you have DC.
Yeah, you have DC. So, yeah, cool. I think that's really.
I think.
What's your life? Do you think there's a life topic?
Not really.
I mean, we had the Taylor Swift discussion. That can be the life topic for now.
Yeah.
We'll have more stuff. This was a last minute thing because we were you know what? Let's talk about the draft. We need.
Yeah, it's Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon. We got plans. So.
Yeah.
But hey, like always, keep standing on sports.
And we'll
Have a
see
great
you
weekend.
later.